Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. This is your flow practice. If this is our first time flowing together, my name is Rya, and this practice is meant for you to tune back into the body, let go of stagnant energy as always, come back home into yourself. We'll take a moment to settle in, finding an easy seat, Sukhasana, cross-legged, wherever you're most comfortable. Grab some props. If you have any blocks at home, you could use that, maybe a pillow. Pillow will work just fine, resting your sit bones onto that, adding a little bit of height. We'll get started soon here, just arriving in the body. Here are the blocks that you might need, but don't worry if you don't have any props. If you have some music to play, I welcome you to get that going. Maybe go on Spotify, find my playlist, Rya Jaswal, and let's flow. Arriving, welcome in, gently close the eyes. Maybe take a few shoulder rolls, drawing the shoulders up and down. And then slowly settling, grounding the sit bones onto your prop or maybe onto your mat. Notice this energy sending down into the hips, out of the head, out of the thoughts. This practice is all about transforming fear into love, into strength, into courage. Anytime you might be watching this video, whatever you might be going through, using this practice, strip it all away, come back to yourself, much needed time and space. Maybe you're placing your hands towards the ribs, under the armpits. Just begin to breathe into the hands, filling the lungs with air. Feel that expansion all across, throughout the rib cage, throughout the chest, down into the belly. Placing the hands towards your belly, send that breath into the belly, expanding. And maybe softening that belly button towards your spine as you exhale. And from here, place your left hand over the heart, right hand over belly. 2-part inhale into our hands, belly up to heart, and sending it out the throat. Tuning into the breath, into your prana, life force energy. Whatever you've brought onto your mat today, send yourself compassion. A few more deep breaths arriving. So grateful to be able to share this practice through the screen with you today. No expectations. Allow it to be nourishing. If you need to leave anything out, I welcome you to listen to your body. Maybe adding anything. This is your practice. We'll start by reaching behind the back for opposite elbows. Find that tall spine. Slow inhale, draw your gaze up to the sky, opening through the throat. As you exhale, slowly gaze towards your heart space, noticing the shoulders here. And we'll slowly move into our half neck circles, drawing the gaze down. And as you inhale, send that right ear to right shoulder. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Maybe sighing out the mouth as you come back through center. And just continue to flow side to side. breathing through that tension built up in the neck. Last one, each side. And slowly draw the palms of your hands together over your heart space, reaching up. As you exhale, send it into the heart, all the way down. Holding the hands Anjali Mudra over the heart. As you inhale, draw the hands all the way back up towards the sky, pressing the palms together. As you exhale, draw the palms of your hands down towards the earth, sending any stagnant energy, heavy energy out. A few more times. Inhale, reaches all the way up. Draw the hands out to the sides, reach the hands up. Gather that fresh energy and slowly send it into your heart space all the way down. Feel free to sigh out the mouth. One more time. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, palms down and out by your sides all the way. Nice and slow in our practice today, really noticing each muscular engagement, each physical sensation, sending your breath in. As you inhale, reach the hands all the way back up towards the sky. Exhale, palms together down through your heart space. Welcoming in that fresh energy. And as you exhale, sending out that stagnant energy, reach the hands all the way back up. Slow exhale, palms of the hands all the way down. And guide that left hand over heart, right hand over belly. Smooth the breath out, set your intentions for your practice. Letting go of that heaviness, coming back to your true, authentic self. And just setting yourself up for your flow, grabbing any water, any tea, taking off any extra layers, maybe adding any extra layers, whatever you need. Remove that prop off to the side, sit bones lower towards the earth. Pull that flesh away, ground your hands on the knees, seated cat-cow. Draw that heart through center, open through the throat, shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the spine, tilt back on the tailbone, gaze towards the heart. And continue to flow with your breath here. Inhale, pulling you through center. And slow, controlled exhale. Rounding the spine. A few more. Noticing the spine here. Coming into alignment in your practice. Last one. Come back through center, tall spine. As you inhale, slowly reach both hands all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands float down through heart, making our way into our child's pose. Come onto hands and knees, and draw the knees maybe wide apart or together, your choice. Releasing through the lower back, lumbar spine, knees together. Releasing through the hips, knees wide apart. Ground that forehead. If you need a little bit more space, anchor the forehead onto your fists, backs of your hands. Child's pose, balasana. Such a grounding pose, centering our energy, coming back to the breath. Using a mantra in our practice today, if it resonates with you. Everything happens for me, not to me. Everything happens for me, not to me. A few more breaths. And slowly coming into our side stretch here. As you inhale, rise onto the fingertips, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk the hands all the way over to the right. Ground the lower belly back onto that right thigh. Surrender right here, couple more breaths. Anchoring that left hip down. And mindfully walk your hands all the way back through center. Deep inhale, fill your lungs, find that length. And coming over to the other side. Draw the lower belly in, fold over that left thigh. Anchor that right hip back down, relax the shoulders. A few more breaths into the side. And when you're ready, slowly come back through center. Find that child's pose and make your way into hands and knees, tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists, hips are stacked over the knees. And just take any intuitive movement here. Head and neck, side to side, hips side to side, whatever feels good in your body. This is your practice, your time and space. Allow it to be nourishing. Making our way into our cat-cow. As you inhale, slowly drop your belly towards the earth. Lift your gaze towards the sky. Shoulder blades anchor. Cow pose. And exhaling into our cat. Round the spine, back of the heart towards the roof. Shift your weight, hands and knees, and continue to flow with your breath. Guiding your heart through as you inhale, and slowly sending it back to your cat as you exhale. Feel free to sigh out the mouth, maybe hold the pose for a couple of breaths. And continue to move through the spine. Head and neck, extension of the spine. A few more. And slowly walk the hands back to the knees, toes are tucked, toe squat, sitting on the heels. Press the hands on the thighs, close your eyes. Draw that breath in, smooth it out. Your reason for showing up on your mat, whatever it might be, send yourself gratitude. Reach the hands up. And slowly send that right hand towards the back of your heart. As you exhale, left hand reaches for that right elbow into our shoulder opening. Gently pull that elbow with the left hand. And slowly unbind. Coming into our camel, inhale, rise all the way up onto the knees, reach the hands. As you exhale, send the hands towards your lower back, lumbar spine. If you need a little bit more support, you can reach for your block here, placing your knees on your block. And finding that opening through the tops of your thighs, Go ahead and reach the hands back, draw the shoulder blades together, opening through the heart. Gaze lifts. Be really mindful of the neck here. Pressing through the tops of your thighs, feel the psoas muscle. And coming back onto that toe squat. Shoulder opening on the other side. Reach the hands up on your inhale and slowly send that left hand towards the back of the heart. Right hand reaches over for that left elbow, breathing into the shoulder. One more breath, and then slowly unbind. Making your way back through hands and knees. Find those half neck circles, wash it out. And slowly walk yourself into your tabletop, hands and knees. Move that prop to the side. Flat back, crown of the head pressing forward. Cat-cow, inhale, guide the heart. Exhale, round the spine. One more time. And then slowly extend your right foot off the mat, straightening your leg. Right sole of your foot plants. And your left hand anchors. As you inhale, reach that right hand up to the sky, opening up through your heart. Finding a little bit of movement with our breath. Exhale, reach that right hand overhead. Shoulders are square. Exhale, hips back into your child's pose with that leg extended. Finding that flow a couple more times. Ground that left hand, ripple forward. Inhale, right hand high to the sky. Slow exhale, reach that right hand overhead. Send your hips back onto that left ankle. Child's pose. One more time. Inhale, rising up. Stack that right shoulder onto your left. Exhale, right hand overhead. Send the hips back, child's pose. Hold this pose. Last one. Shoulders are stacked. And begin to send that right heel all the way back. Lift that heel up. Stamping the back wall. Extending the right leg. Finding that dancing cat-cow. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, presses it away. Radiate that energy out of the crown of your head, out of the toes. Couple more. You can always add here by extending that left arm out. Inhale, draw it in. Elbow to knee. Exhale, press it away. One more time. Use that strength, cultivating energy, and begin to find that stretch. Cross that right foot across over towards the left side. Feel that stretch, left hip down to the left knee, and maybe shift your weight back and forth. One more breath here, coming back through center into your cat-cow. Find that cow pose. Inhale into your cat. And setting ourselves up for the other side, go ahead and find that neutral spine. As you inhale, press that left foot out to the side, anchoring the sole of your foot. Right hand plants. Inhale, left hand high to the sky. Opening up, stack that left shoulder onto your right. Space in your neck, crown of the head forward. As you exhale, reach that right hand overhead. Ground the sit bones onto that right heel, child's pose. A couple more times. Inhale, round the spine. Right hand plants, left hand all the way up. Exhale, left hand reaches overhead. Send the hips back. Moving with your breath. One more time. Inhale, opening up. Maybe your heart lifts to the sky even more. Exhale, overhead and back into the child's pose with your leg out. Slowly rise back onto the hands. As you inhale, send that left foot all the way back, stamping the back wall, lift that left heel. So much strength, even in a slower practice. Dancing cat-cow, inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, press it away. Couple more. Inhale, draw in that energy. Exhale, let go of that fear. Let go of that stagnant energy. And maybe adding the arm, anchoring that left hand, reaching that right hand overhead. Inhale, draws it in. Exhale, presses it away. Planting the seeds in this practice, knowing that you are so connected to everything around you, to the earth beneath you, the sky above you. Send that left foot all the way over and find that opening, that stretch, right hip down to right knee. Breathing into your IT band, couple more breaths, maybe shifting your weight back and forth. And slowly make your way back into that tabletop position. Making our way into child's pose or melting heart puppy pose. If you're taking puppy pose, draw the knees wide apart. Walk the hands to the top of your mat. This is a deeper opening than in our child's pose. You might ground your forehead or adding more by anchoring that chin down. Opening through the shoulders, sending the sit bones high to the sky. Feel the forearms towards the earth and slowly shifting forward into our Sphinx pose. And go ahead and ground the forearms, palms of your hands, energetically pull your heart through center. Allowing the hips to melt. You might reach for a block here to anchor the forehead on if this feels too much. Such a deep opening in our lumbar spine, our lower back, all the way up into the heart. And you can play with adding a flow. Inhale, lifting your gaze. Exhale, lowering your gaze. We'll be here for a few more breaths, your choice, stillness or finding that flow. One more breath here in our Sphinx. Slowly coming into our front lying Shavasana. Ground the forehead on the backs of your hands. Melt your heart all the way down. Bending both knees. And taking windshield wipers here. Drop the feet side to side. Releasing through the legs. Draw that breath into your belly. Everything happens for me and not to me. And one more breath here. Setting ourselves up for our flow. Go ahead and ground the tops of your feet back down towards your mat. Feel that fire rise up your legs. Knees might lift, strengthen your thighs. Draw the hands under the shoulders, baby cobra. Inhale, heart off the mat. Exhale, surrender down. And slowly walk the hands off the mat. Maybe one more baby cobra. Tented fingers, spider fingers. Inhale, rise back up, cobra pose. As you exhale, slowly lower the heart all the way back down, keeping the elbows lifted. Such a deep opening, stretch in the neck, release in the shoulders. One more time. Slowly draw the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. Rising up, hands and knees. On your next inhale. And slowly take any intuitive movement, finding a few wrist warm-ups here. Send the fingertips towards the knees, wrists forward. Shift your weight back and forth. If this feels too much, you can walk the hands closer to the knees, releasing through the fascia built up in the wrists. And then slowly coming onto the fists, knuckles, backs of the hands, one at a time. As you inhale, opening up one fist at a time. Palms of the hands towards the sky. Releasing built up energy. One more breath. And toes are tucked. Slowly send your hands all the way back to the thighs, hips over the heels. Coming back into our camel pose, ground the knees maybe onto your prop. As you inhale, slowly reach both hands all the way up to the sky, rising onto the knees. And as you exhale, hands reach back for the lower back, invisible back pockets, tailbone, camel pose, ground the hands. Draw the shoulder blades together, opening through the heart. Letting go of fear, coming back to love. Send yourself so much love for taking time for you, coming to your breath, moving with your body. And slowly, eye line draws back through center. Make your way into hands and knees. Setting yourself up for downward dog. As you inhale, lift the hips, lift the knees. Send the sit bones back. And maybe you're finding movement here, walking your dog out. First downward dog of practice always feels a little tight. Send yourself love. Breathe into your hamstrings, knowing that the heels do not have to touch the earth throughout the entire practice even. A few more breaths, relaxing the head, shoulders. Feel that fire, that energy from the earth rising up the arms, rising up the legs. So much strength, feeling so stable. Heel toe the feet a little bit wider out to the edges of your mat. Wide-legged downward dog. Slow inhale, walk the hands back to the feet, meeting at the back of our mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. With wide legs, maybe bending one knee at a time. Slowly heel toe the feet hip distance apart. Let go of the back of your neck. Allow gravity to pull you down. No effort here. Maybe you're swaying, reaching for opposite elbows, or go ahead and reach behind the lower back, clasping the hands, pressing the hands up and away. Let go of the shoulders. Breathe into your hamstrings. One more breath, Uttanasana. Let go of your bind, coming into our halfway lift. Inhale, rise the hands onto the shins, flat back. Exhale, fold over your thighs. And one more time, or two more times. Inhale, flat back, lower belly in, shoulders back. Exhale, release. And one more time, inhale, flat back, offer your heart. Exhale, fold over the thighs. Bent knees. As you inhale, taking about 3 breaths, we'll ragdoll all the way up to standing. Crown of the head coming up last. Shoulders draw up to your ears. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Checking in with our breath here, go ahead, place that left hand back over your heart, right hand over belly. 2-part inhale, into the belly, up to the heart, out the throat. Find your center, breathe into it. Few more, slowing the breath down, calming the nervous system. Okay, last one. Slowly draw your hands back down by the hips. Palms open, mountain pose. Slowly draw both hands all the way up to the sky. As you exhale, hands melt down through your heart. Inhale, press the palms together, reach the hands all the way back up, just as we started. Exhale, palms out to the side, draw that energy back down to the earth. A few more, finding your prana, your breath, that life force energy. Gather it. As you exhale, send it into your heart all the way down. Hold your hands over your heart space, Anjali Mudra. And allow your next inhale to reach the hands all the way back up to the sky. This time, binding your hands, let go of the index finger. Half moon, crescent moon, hinge at the hips over to the right. Even weight distribution in both feet, and maybe your gaze can look up to the sky, coming back through center. Exhale, shift over to the other side. And maybe you can find a little bit more room here on your exhale. Inhale up, exhale, hands float down through heart. And draw your hands by your sides, mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, draw the hands all the way back up into our flow. As you exhale, slowly hinge at the hips, bow or swan dive, reaching the hands out by your sides, flat back all the way down. And letting go of the back of your neck. Maybe binding your hands behind the neck. Letting go of your bind here. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, folding back over. And slowly walking ourselves into our downward facing dog. Walk the hands forward, shine your sit bones up to the sky. Lower belly draws in towards the spine. Feel the knuckles grounding down, palms of your hands might lift. Energy rising up, armpits towards the earth. Allow your next inhale to reach that right foot high to the sky. Three-legged dog, bending the knee. Use the strength of your core, step that right foot in between the hands. Spin onto your left heel, coming into our warrior two. Gather that energy, scissor your energy together up both legs. As you inhale, rising, hands to heart. Sinking in, find that alignment, even weight distribution in both feet. As you inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands float down, warrior two. Feeling so strong and stable right here. Allow the hands to reach up, straighten the leg as you inhale. Exhale, sink back into it. Find your flow. Inhale, reach it up. Gather that energy. Exhale, sink it down. Peaceful warrior, flip that right hand up to the sky. Reach all the way back up. Left hand down, left thigh. Bend into your right knee. Exalted warrior. One more breath. Coming into our extended side angle, reach your right hand forward. Right elbow plants, left hand rises up. Crown of the head pressing forward, and maybe adding more to this pose. Reach that right hand down, lift that left hand overhead. One more breath here. So much strength. Gaze lowers. Anchor both hands on the inside of that right foot. Drop that left knee, coming into our low lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale, draw the elbows down, cactus arms. Find that flow. Exhale over to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, come back up through center. One more time. Inhale, reach both hands up. As you exhale, draw the hands on the inside of that right foot. Send that right knee back into your cat pose, round the spine. Inhale into your cow. And continue to flow with your breath. Coming into downward dog, lift the hips. Walk the hands to the back of the feet, back of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Coming into our chair pose here, slowly sweep the hands by the feet. And we'll inhale to rise. Flat back, weight in the heels, light in the toes. You can always draw the hands parallel to the mat, or maybe sending the hands over the heart space. Draw the lower belly in, flat back. See if you can lean back a little bit more. One more breath. Inhale to rise. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Left hand over heart, right hand over belly. Check in with your energy. Slow it down. Breathe into the belly, up to the heart. One more breath. Draw the hands down. Inhale, reach the hands high. Binding the hands, draw the hands down. Inhale, press the palms together, reach the hands all the way back up. Let go of the index fingers. And coming into our crescent moon, hinge at the hips. Towards the right. Send that weight into the feet. And then exhale over to the left. One more breath here. Inhale up. Exhale, hands float down through heart. Maybe grabbing a sip of water. Feet are hip distance apart. As you inhale, reach both hands all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at the hips. Bow or swan dive all the way down, flat back. Smooth breath in, halfway lift. Walk yourself into downward dog. Ground into your right foot this time. Inhale, left foot kicks high to the sky. Three-legged dog. Strength of your core. Step that left foot all the way through in between the hands. Spin onto your right heel. 45-degree angle. Bend into the left knee. Warrior two. Hands to heart. Find that alignment. Check in with yourself here. I noticed something on my pants, taking that off. Find that warrior. Inhale up, exhale sinking down. And maybe opening the palms of your hands up to the sky. Allowing the heart to open, shoulders to drop. Ground the hands back down, strong warriors. Inhale, straighten that left leg, hands up. Exhale, melting into your warrior two. A few more. One more time. And this time, flip that left palm of your hand towards the sky, exalted warrior. Reach that left hand overhead. Right hand down, right thigh. And coming into our extended side angle here. Strength of your core, reach that left hand all the way forward. Left elbow plants onto your left knee. Right hand high to the sky. And maybe you can sink down a little bit. Reach that right hand overhead. And one more breath here. Feel that length, fingers to toes. And anchoring both hands on the inside of that left knee. Drop that right knee, coming into our low lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, elbows down, cactus arms. Coming into our twist here. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, opening up to the left. Inhale, coming back. And exhale into your twist, towards that knee, towards that thigh. Last one. Inhale back through center. Exhale, we'll slowly frame that left foot, sending it all the way back to your plank of choice. Knees might stay up or lower the knees down. One more breath here. Strength up the arms, into the back of the heart, out the crown of the head. Shift forward, lower all the way down on your exhale. Coming into baby cobra, untuck the toes. Inhale, peel the heart, strengthen the spine, lighten the hands. Exhale, release one more time. Inhale to rise, upward dog maybe. And as you exhale, shift back on the toes, downward facing dog. Sit bones shining up to the sky. So much strength right here. Gazing forward, taking a deep breath in, step, hop, or jump, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, root to rise, reach your hands all the way overhead. Exhale, hands float down through heart. And coming into our balancing pose, tree pose, we'll slowly ground that right foot. Inhale, left knee lifts, sending it out to the side. Send that left foot maybe onto the ankle, the shin externally rotating at the knee, or maybe placing that foot on your inner thigh. Hands over heart. And when you're ready, find a point to focus on, grow your branches. Sending yourself so much love. Firmly rooted, strong and stable. Rooted in this present moment. Coming back down, shake it out, let it go. Making our way over to the other side, go ahead and ground that left foot. Inhale, reaches the hands up, draw the hands down through heart. Lift that right knee. And maybe you're placing the right foot to the ankle, externally rotating at the knee, maybe towards the shin, or maybe reach for that ankle, send it all the way up to the inner thigh. Coming into our tree pose when you're ready. Find a point to focus on, your drishti, and then grow your branches. Just like trees, even if they need to let go of leaves, shifting seasons, still firmly rooted, strong and stable. And just like you, shifting through each phase, letting go of limiting beliefs, coming back home into your body, firmly rooted. In whatever phase you're in, knowing that you are whole. Let go of your tree, shake it out. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands float down through heart, hinge at the hips, bow or swan dive. Deep breath in, rise up the shins, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, melt over the thighs, anchor the hands, stepping all the way back to your plank. Shifting forward, as you exhale, lower all the way down. And draw the hands off the mat, spider fingers, inhale, cobra. Exhale, rolling back down, elbows up. And one more time. And maybe finding the hands under the shoulders, baby cobra. Exhale, surrender. Coming into front lying Shavasana, ground the forehead on the backs of your hands. Making our way into half frog, draw that right knee right up beside right hip. Opening through the inner thigh. Right toes are active. Maybe you can draw that knee a little bit higher. If you'd like to add a little bit more to this pose, you can rise onto Sphinx pose, onto forearms, palms of your hands. Allowing the heart to open up. A few more breaths here. Okay, last breath, slowly lower down, ground the forehead, and making our way into a shoulder opening here. Go ahead and extend that left hand off the mat. Right hand under right shoulder. As you inhale, press the right hand into the earth, rolling onto that left shoulder. And maybe the right knee, the right sole of your foot reaches behind you. Bending the knee, dropping the head back down. Such a deep opening in the shoulder here. You can play with lifting that right hand up to the sky. And right here, coming back through center. Careful, if you have a drink, do not spill it. Just be gentle with yourself, knowing that you can laugh in your practice and let go of that heaviness. Find your baby cobra, ground your forehead. Coming into half frog on the other side, draw that left knee up. opening through that left hip. Left toes are active. Breathing into the inner thigh, a couple more breaths. And maybe staying here or rising up into your Sphinx pose, just as we did on the other side. If you're coming onto Sphinx, ground the forearms, ground the palms of your hands. Allow your heart to open. Letting go of fear, coming back to love, coming back to that inner strength that's inside of you. A couple more breaths. And when you're ready, use your next exhale, lower down. And draw that left hand under left shoulder. Right hand extends off the mat. Coming into our shoulder opening on the other side, deep inhale, press that left hand into the earth, roll onto your right shoulder. Now maybe you can send that foot behind you, planting the left foot, reaching the left hand up. Relax the neck. Couple more breaths, knowing we won't be here long. Okay, one more breath here, and slowly come back through center. Inhale to rise up through hands and knees, and exhale, shifting back into our child's pose. Whatever variation you need, maybe you're bending your elbows, connecting your hands in prayer behind your head. Maybe you're reaching your hands back for your feet, massaging that forehead out. Slowing our practice down, last few poses just for you. Give yourself permission, really sinking into it. Nowhere else to be. Nothing else to think about. You, your breath, this time and space. Slowly rising up. And draw the hands behind you, lift your hips, counter pose. Making our way over to one side of the hips, draw the feet in front of you. Maybe center into the middle of the mat, pull the flesh away. Coming into our boat pose here, draw the hands under the knees, and draw the feet up off the earth. Hands reach out by your sides, opening your heart up to the sky. So many heart openings this practice. One more breath. Straightening the legs, and then float the soles of your feet back down. Grab a sip of water, any extra layers you might want to add, and then slowly release all the way onto your back. Heel toe the feet out to the sides, drop the knees in. Place your hands towards the lower belly. And allow your next inhale to reach the hands overhead. Find that space throughout the heart, the lungs. Everything happens for me and not to me. One more breath here. Making our way into our twist. Slowly send your hands out to a T shape. Inhale draws the knees in. Exhale drops the knees over to the right. You might reach for that left knee with your right hand. Gaze trails towards the left. See if you can surrender a few more breaths. Last breath here, mindfully coming back through center. Draw both knees in, give yourself a hug. And coming over to the other side, hands out, deep breath in. Drop the knees over to the left. Send your gaze over towards that right hand, sinking into it, few breaths. Moving beyond limitations. Send yourself so much gratitude for taking this needed time. Slowing things down, allowing you to show up as your true, authentic self. One more breath in this side of your twist. And transitioning back through center, coming into reclined butterfly. Soles of your feet touch, dropping the knees out wide. You might reach your hands under the hips, adding a little bit of support here. If you have blocks or pillows, you can always place them under the knees, allowing yourself to fully let go. No expectations of yourself, from yourself. Your practice doesn't expect you to show up any certain way. You are here to breathe and let go, connect back to you. Now your choice, if you'd like to close your practice right here, maybe reclined butterfly, stay exactly as you are, or maybe you're extending both feet out to the top of your mat, Shavasana. Your final relaxation. Give yourself this time, last few moments just for you. Scanning the body. Maybe you're closing your practice right here on your back. Or if you'd like to find a seated meditation, rolling over to one side, begin to slowly make your way up to seat. Place that left hand over the heart, right hand on top. Notice the beat of your heart right here. This shift in your energy from when you arrived. Knowing that this inner wisdom, inner strength is inside of you. You are so much more powerful than you think. Closing with 3 collective breaths. Draw that inhale into your heart. Sigh it out the mouth. Okay, one more. Sending so much love and light through you, to you through the screen. I hope you have a beautiful morning, night, whatever it might be. I bow to each and every one of you. Namaste.